Good morning, guys. It's almost 7 a.m. This is definitely going to be the coldest riding I've faced so far. It's right around mid-40s out right now. I'm going to layer up a little bit. I may have made a bad miscalculation not bringing my thermal liners for my riding gear, but I do have some layers. And by the end of the day, and to be honest, probably by around lunchtime, it's going to be back up in the 60s and maybe even in the 70s. And then tomorrow, I'm looking at the weather in Fairbanks, and it's going to be upper 70s to mid 80s. So I'm not overly concerned about the weather. This is probably the coldest I'm going to face, and then maybe coming back through this section on my way back home. But we'll see. I gotta go get the bike loaded up. I already gassed up last night, so I can hit the road fairly early. A little bit less miles today. I think we're under 500, about 400 and change, somewhere around there, up to Whitehorse. Alright, so really nice stay at the Northern Rockies Lodge. If you're ever through here, check it out. Place is really nice. People are friendly. Good, how are you? Pretty good. Yeah, I'm showing about 45 degrees here in the shade, in the sun. It's a couple degrees warmer. But like I said, it's supposed to warm up to about 70 today where I'm headed. I am layered up pretty well this morning. I'll tell you what, all those layers will get you kind of hot until you get out on the bike, and then once the wind chill factor sets in and these cold temps, feel pretty comfortable right now. I went ahead and turned the grips and the heated seat on just to provide a little bit more warmth. But as I don't know if you guys can see on my GPS or not, I've got 436 miles on the Alaska Highway today up to Whitehorse. And then I've already got my hotel room booked for the night. I've got a Days Inn at a pretty decent price. But I'm going to try to get in town early enough to swing by the Honda dealer. There's a couple motorcycle shops up there. One's Honda, one's Yamaha. I think there was another one. I don't remember what it was. I just want to see if I can get some cleaner polish, because my bike is filthy. I've been using the little bit I have to keep the lights clean on it and the windshield as best I can. But I would like to clean it up a little bit better and get some of the bugs and debris and stuff off. I did check my tire wear this morning. It's looking pretty good. It's about what I expected it to be. I should be able to make it home on this set, but there might not be a whole lot left on it. And it also kind of depends on the riding I do once I get up to Fairbanks. I still haven't finalized everything yet. I'm going to Fairbanks. I'm going to ride around some while I'm up there. I still may go to Prudhoe Bay. I really haven't decided yet, but we'll see. And I'm just going to enjoy today's ride. It's about a 7-hour trip up to Whitehorse today, and I'm going to check out the town once we get there. That's not something you see every day. Oh, that's crazy. The question is, how quick can I dump the clutch if need be? Just awesome. I didn't get it on the camera, but I just went past a black bear cub back there just off the side of the road, kind of down in the ditch area there, eating something. So I decided not to turn around because I don't want to end up being dinner. I keep missing these bears on camera. It's the second one I've seen now. That one was an adult black bear off to the side of the road over there, but maybe I'll catch one here on camera at some point. Just hopefully not too close. I swear I'm not making this up. I'm really seeing bears. I just saw my third one, and I didn't have the camera rolling again, so I don't want to just let it roll the entire time down through here, because then I know I probably won't see another one. So hopefully we're able to get one on camera before the day's out. You probably can't see it. He was right back there. Damn, I missed another one. Alright, so I'm going to take it easy past this big fella, because he was just out in the middle of the road. Not a bear, but I don't know, I'm like maybe a quarter mile down the road from that last bear. Man, is he huge. Alright, so I've covered 146 miles so far this morning. I've probably seen, what am I up to, 4 bears. I don't know what that one thing was that ran out in front of me, some sort of deer looking creature. And I'm up to like 3 or 4 buffalo now. This has been a pretty fun ride so far. Fortunately, I've dodged all of them, but for the most part, they've been out of the road. Alright, so we've got some sort of wildlife off to the side of the road up here on my right. Looks like buffalo again. Oh yeah, a whole herd of them. That's literally like, what did I go? Not even a mile down the road from where I just was. By the way, I said I'd covered 146 miles. I haven't. That was 116 miles. I misread that. And I've gone maybe another mile. Have to be a little careful up here. I think most of them are pretty content to just sit there. But there is one over here on the other side of the road. Man, those guys have some big damn horns. Wow. Bear. I think that was a brown bear though. I don't know if you guys can see it. I tried to point it out. That's, what was that, 5 bears? See, I wasn't making it up. There are bears. What is that, like 6 bears now? I'm gonna have to start a bear counter. Well, the problem is we've only seen 2. I haven't seen all the footage. Maybe 2.5 if that one showed up. You see, this is always a little scary when somebody's just got their stuff flashing here. I'm guessing he has it flashing because there's a bear. Oh, that's awesome. So I haven't done this the whole trip, but it seems appropriate now that I'm at Yukon and everybody else has put stickers up. Do something a little different this time. Ride on Moto, since those are the guys that are always helping me out. We're gonna put them right up there next to me. Looks good. So if anybody's coming up through the Yukon here on the Alaska Highway, be sure to stop and get a picture of the Two-Wheeled Rider and Ride on Moto sticker there. I'd love to see them. Alright, so I got a few pictures, now it's time to hop back on the bike. Fortunately, I didn't see any bears while I was off of it. That would suck right now. Yeah, so this Yukon sign looks a bit more official, so I'll stop here and get a couple of quick pictures. I'm not going to put any stickers on it. And then a few miles up the road, there's some gas and a little bit of a town. So I'm about ready to come into Watson Lake here in the Yukon, and there's supposed to be some gas and food and all that kind of stuff up here. So, all right, so we made it to the famous Signpost Forest. Check this place out. We gotta get a look around a little bit. There's something from close to back home, Ellicott City, about an hour away from me.
mean, this place just goes on and on forever. So you can see all this stuff, and I just walked through some of it, and you get this back section that goes back just about as far. But then when you flip around here, it just keeps on going. There we go. That's what I was looking for. A couple of West by God Virginias. We got the new style plate and the old style plate. So Signpost Forest is a pretty damn cool place, and it's a place you could probably spend hours in if you literally wanted to go around and look at every single sign. Unfortunately, I don't have the time for that. I gotta get some gas and then get on down the road, but it was definitely worth the stop. You just need to check it out for yourself. You can't really explain it.
A full tank of gas, a Snickers bar, and a bottle of Gatorade later. I threw the Gatorade in the top case. There's no way I was gonna drink all that. I'm back on the road. I've got about... been making decent time this morning. I got about 270 miles left to go to get to Whitehorse. I've seen a lot of wildlife so far this morning. And back at the gas station, there were some guys that pulled in. One guy was on a trike, the rest of them were all on Harley Davidson full dressers. They were from Illinois. Only said a few words there, but it's good to know that we got some other folks from the States traveling up here. I think they were headed the same direction I am, but I didn't ask what their final destination was. So the temperature has warmed up a little bit. We're into the mid 60s. It's not going to get a whole lot warmer than that today, maybe a handful of degrees. But the sun's out, and it looks like the weather's going to be pretty good the rest of the day, and I've enjoyed the ride so far, so I'm going to enjoy the next, what do I have, about 4.5 hours left to go. So let's see what we see along the way. So that last stop I had for fuel, I believe it was in Watson's Lake, was over 160 miles ago. I've only got 114 left to go to get to Whitehorse, so a little under 2 hours. I think I'm just going to go ahead and ride it out, and I'll need fuel once I get there. But at least with what my fuel range is showing right now and what I know the bike can do, I should have plenty of fuel to spare. And it's not like there's a whole lot of gas stations between here and there anyway, so should be getting there a little bit before 3 o'clock. Gonna run a few errands around town before I go check into the hotel and get showered up and try to go find something to eat. But haven't seen as much wildlife since we left Watson's Lake, but it's still been a really nice ride. Seen a lot of motorcycles, and it's always funny because all the motorcycles coming back this direction are filthy as can be for the most part. So obviously those guys have been having some fun riding up north, and I'm looking forward to getting a little further north and west come tomorrow, but still got to go a little bit further north yet today. I've probably been sitting here about 5 minutes or so. It's not too bad. I did have to pull out the bug spray finally because you can see all the pecker gnats are getting a little ridiculous. But anyway, just waiting on the stop sign to change. I think I'm only like 40 miles out, so it'll be there shortly if I ever get through this construction. 47 miles. Look at this. I get a front row seat to follow the pilot car. That probably put me about 15 minutes behind when I was going to get into town, but no big deal. At least the weather's nice out, so I didn't really mind standing there, and it allowed me to grab something to drink and just stretch a little bit. So we'll get through this bit of road construction and get back on our way. Probably about 40-45 minutes out once we get through here. I noticed it is getting a little windy, and there are a few clouds. I don't think it's going to amount to much of anything. It wasn't supposed to rain in Whitehorse today, but even if it does, I've already got the rain gear on, and No big deal, it'll just wash some of this crap off the bike. So I just stopped in here to Yukon Yamaha on my way into Whitehorse. I was going to stop at the Honda shop, but this place was on the way into town and a little more convenient. So stopped in and got myself a can of spray cleaner to keep my helmet and windshield and lights and everything cleaned off and looking good. And I'll tell you what, it's really nice staff in there. I talked to that guy who's working behind the parts counter there for a few minutes and has a nice shop. So now I need to get some fuel because my low fuel light's been on for probably 15-20 miles. I think this is a fuel store. Yeah, it is, but I might go on down the road a couple more miles because I only have about 3 miles left to get to the hotel anyway, and I'm guessing there's going to be something right around there.
So, got checked in here in Whitehorse at the Days Inn. It's nice enough. It's nothing special. I'm pretty sure the people upstairs are doing like some sort of acrobatics or something because they have not stopped making noise yet. But got the bike unloaded. Went next door to McDonald's just to grab a quick snack. There goes my phone. Kim Jong-un was definitely working behind the counter. I'll see about throwing a photo of him up. I swear it was him. Came back here, got a shower, and I don't know if you guys remember a couple days ago when I was in Glacier and I mentioned that I had seen another 1290 Super Adventure, and but I didn't record it, but I did yell to the guy, "Nice bike." Well, Rick Davenport just contacted me on Facebook. That was him, and he just wanted to know if he saw me react. He just wanted to know if I remember. So, Rick, thanks for reaching out to me. That would have bothered me not knowing who that was because that's the only other bike like mine I've seen on this trip. I've seen a handful of other KTMs, tons of BMWs, but only one other Super Adventure. Jeez, people. Super Adventure so far. So I'm gonna unpack a few more things here tonight. I got to do a little bit of research and go ahead and book my hotel for tomorrow. It's going to be a really long ride tomorrow, not quite 600 miles, but a little shy of that. And I'm supposed to reach out to Keith when I get into town, or at least give him a little bit of a heads up. I haven't decided what I'm doing when I get to Fairbanks. I know in the original video announcing I was going to Alaska, I said the be-all end-all goal was to ride up to Dead Horse Prudhoe Bay. And I don't want to say I misspoke. That's icing on the cake. The big goal was always to make it to Alaska and back home safely. I'm not ruling out Dead Horse right now. I am getting slightly concerned about my tire wear. The roads up here are a little rough, and they are wearing my Continental Trail Tax out a little faster than I would have hoped. I talked to the Yamaha guy. We both think that it'll make it to Fairbanks, it'll make it up to Prudhoe Bay, and make it back to Fairbanks. Making it all the way back home might be a little tough. So if I don't think they're going to make it home anyway, I'll probably go ahead and have a set put on while I'm in Fairbanks and probably go ahead and ride on up to Prudhoe Bay if the weather holds out. But there's a lot of variables, there's a lot of moving parts to a trip like this. This is the furthest away I've ever been from home. I think we've covered over 4,000 miles already. I don't have the exact numbers. And I still got about another, like I said, close to 600 tomorrow just to get to Fairbanks. So whatever, we'll figure it out. I'm not real worried about it. I'm having a great time. I'm really excited. Canada's been great, and I'll be back in Canada again in a few days. I'm really excited to get back in the U.S. I'm really excited to cross back over that border. I don't know if this is going to end today's video, but we'll see. I'm gonna go walk around town a little bit and go check a few things out. So anyway, I'm in Whitehorse.